Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Hold on, I gotta open it. Because I'm gonna share this real quick. Channel stuff. Copy. Oh no, it's over there. I gotta do this. All right, come on. Better. All right, there we go. I think we said we'd give it 5 tries when we come back. We'll give 5 tries on the Articuno. I think that's what I said. I said I'd give it 5 tries, and if it doesn't work, don't do it. That's 3. This is 4. Remember, for Articuno, it doesn't really matter about stats. We just care about catching it. Because Articuno sucks. 5. Reizawa. Okay, that should push it down pretty easily, right? Alright, that's roughly perfect. Oh my god. Luckily, it has not been able to do anything other than go. Figured as much. Dude, the paralysis is putting in the work. Holy shit. God damn it. I got extreme speed. Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh my. What is it doing? Please just stay in the ball. Imagine if this wasn't, like, if this was a shiny, how antagonizing this would be. Ah, there it is. Again. Oh, you dick. Should I be concerned about that? Yeah, I should be. Oh, you have leftovers. I forgot about that. Nice little benefit. Is there a Pokemon who can vibe for a bit? Maybe Lapras. Be a huge risk to try to do it, but I'd want to. Oh, shit! It was like, nah, man, I'm good. Oh, did we already catch Moltres? Nice. Dun, dun, dun. I'm just gonna use Escape Road. If I have it. I do. Alright, so that... At least when it comes to the 150. So we do have the Moltres. So we already caught Moltres, Zapdos, and Frieza. And we're just missing Mewtwo. Technically Mew, but I don't know if you can get Mew in this game. I think we have to trade it up. Huh. Ferion. EB. Oh, you have Fly. Okay. Other than that, I think that's everything from a gym standpoint, from like all the legendaries that we can get right now standpoint. Now, I don't know if my team is strong enough for second round Elite Four. It's just Repel. I mean, maybe? I don't know how strong second round Elite Four is. How many rare candies we got? Because we can't, like, grind. We don't have time for that. We have 18. I think it's enough to get everybody up to at least 60. I think maybe a good safe number. I gotta dupe more later. I lied. This might not actually be enough to get everybody 60. Let's get the big ones first up to 60. So, like, Dragonair, Nidoqueen, we need to make sure we have one remaining, because that's how much I need to dupe. I might not be able to get them all to 60. We have 6 left. So one of them is going to have to be level 59. It's just a question of who. Wait a minute, didn't I get a better... No, isn't this the better Nidoqueen? Hold on, I'll know the stats. Ah, we gave it to the wrong Nidoqueen. I think this is the bad one. No, this is the good one. This is the good one. I think. There should be a second Nidoqueen. No, yep, we have the good one. We have the good one right now. Alright, we can give it to one more Pokemon. I'm saying Venusaur, because I think Lapras actually has the stats to survive pretty well in a fight. Alright. So outside of that, I think we're good. So we should be able to take on the Elite Four again. I have a lot of money. I have a lot of money. So first thing we need are full restores, which I believe are these 300. Yeah, these 3,000 ones. There's no way we go in without them. Ugh. Some basic revives. Should probably grab like 10. That's fine. We're gonna play out Leaf Green now. And then we're going to grab some... these aren't as necessary, but they're nice when we need them. We're going to try our hand at the Elite Four again, because we have to apparently beat them again for Mewtwo to become unlocked. Apparently. I don't know. That's just what people said. I'm looking to see what else there is. Oh, we're playing the Elite Four again because apparently we need to do that to unlock the rest of the legendary Pokemon. We can't do that at the moment because we haven't beaten the Elite Four again. Like, we have the stuff for it, but we can't go and get those Mon. I saved, right? We should be fine, I think. Oh, I should have grabbed some ethers. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, it's a level 64. That's bad. Ah, no, we just gave up on it. We just captured an Articuno to call it a day. I'm not going to sit there and try and do shiny. Parishin. Oh. Who the fuck is that? I forgot who these characters are. Oh, it's Quaster. Take some thunder. Bolt. Luckily our Zapdos is busted. Like, absolutely busted. Vrapurasu. Oh my god, this is terrifying. Oh, 66. It hurts. Oh my god, what the fuck? Why are they so much higher level this time? One shot it, please. No! It survived. Ah, not Ice Beam. Please. No. Leftovers, thank you. Drill Peck. No, you fuck. Why did you heal? This is gonna be so bad. Oh my god, we're so fucked. We're so fucked. They're level fucking 66? Imagine what the imagine blue! Oh my god, I should have duped more rare candies. Oh no. What did I sign up for? Reshiram. Not Reshiram. Rujira. Eh? Who's that? Oh, it's Jinx. I swear if this person dropped, like, I thought for a second they were actually about to drop freaking Lugia on us. I was like, oh, GG's, boys. Yeah, we're not going to do the legendary shiny hunting. There's no way in hell. Between 1, kills viewership, I'm going to be honest. 2, I don't see the point. I don't care much about legendaries. Alright, that's Jinx. Jinx is doing Jinx things. Let's switch to this guy. We're going to do we're Earthquake. The fuck is that? You just do Charm? Oh, you put it to sleep? I didn't even need you to do that. You fuck. How bad is that gonna affect me? Pretty bad. Oh, this Jinx is fucking up my day. Wake up, please. No, you bastard. Oh my god. Why do you all have to be asleep? No. Wake up. This is bad. This is bad. Go. Dragonite. Do you have something good? You also have Earthquake. Hiko. Doragon. Maru. Yeah, I'm just gonna do... Good. I was like, it's not looking good right now. I think we need to restart. Because it's bad. This is bad. Everything's just so high in level. That's a Gen... It's not even Gen 1 anymore. this is bad. Ah, the one shot. Yeah, we might wanna... I think I need to dupe some rare candies, mites. There's no way in hell we're doing this without doing that. We could argue, yeah, go train, but it's like, who wants to sit here and watch me grind for... Like, no one wants... Like, that's what a friend of mine was suggesting. Like, I was asking him, like, do you think I should stream, like, my grinding? And he's like, no, I've watched a lot of Pokemon streamers, and they just dupe rare candies. Just do that. I'm like, got it. I was just making sure that I could. All we have to do is really find Mr. Mime for one, where Mr. Mime went. There it is. Yeah, we gotta dupe some rare candies. We gotta bring them at least to 70, because, like, if the first one is in the high 60s, what the hell is the next one gonna be? Like, for real, though. Oh, we gotta move Pokemon around. Hold on a second. Who has items? Oh, everyone has items. Okay, well, everybody's gotta get mail now. Luckily, we have 87 mail. Am I saying no? Am I giving the mail? I have to take the items off, don't I? Alright, let's do our mail glitch. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, one of my friend of mine was talking about it. He's like, just don't do that. Don't do that, man. Ippai de Pokémon no doko. Okay, I'm gonna switch Mons. I don't know why I can't take these off of them. So we're just gonna make, like, a party box. Probably, like, right here. Even, like, when I was, like, even when I had, like, what was it, a ROM? Not a ROM Shark. I used to have the, what's it called, thing for the Game Boy. Or not Game Boy, the 3D, the DS. Action Replay. I never really used it to cheat, like, actual things. I just used it for rare candies. And, protein and stuff like that. Because, like, I didn't want to grind all that. I'll do everything else on the grinding element, not that. That is the last thing on my mind. Because that's awful. I don't know who ever would want to do that to themselves. We're just going to make a team. Just a big old box of Vulpixes now. As long as I don't need more mail, we should be fine. I can tell interesting stories, but remember, we're also in, like, the high 70s. It's not like we're in really low levels anymore. Oh, they have items on them. So anything without an item, please. So it's not even, so it's like not even about I don't want to do it. It's more like it's harder to do it. Just because we don't have access to that stuff. Hold on a second. I think I have some extra mails in my box. I mean, that being said, it just says Abra. Okay, we can toss these. Oh, can I just give them to Pokemon? That might actually make our job a lot easier. Because these are all the ones we used earlier. We usually give them to the Pokemon. Yeah, they just say Abra on them. Usually give these to the Pokemon to hold on to when you're doing the dupe glitch. And the whole goal is to basically create a situation where everybody has a male. And by doing this, we can create like an infinite, like, oh, hey, here's male. And what happens is, the male that is currently attached to the Pokemon registers as an extra male. Now what happens is, if we take the bag, we will give it the item we want to dupe. In this case, it's rare candies. Give it to Hoppit here. Then we grab our male. If I'm doing this right, I remember correctly. We'll know because if I go to give Hoppit male, it does that. You just hit enter and nothing happens. But that now becomes a rare candy. Which is really nice because that saves us a lot of grinding time, which is absurd to do. Sadly. I say sadly because I feel like grinding in this game is obscene compared to other Pokemon games I've played before. Like, I've played a lot of Pokemon games where grinding is a thing, but this game, like, there's just not enough places to do it. Because even the islands we have access to right now, don't have much. Like, the max level things are is 50, and like, that's not a lot of XP. And the only thing I see with high enough levels are those freaking Elite Fours. I personally don't want to have to play through them a few times in order to get the win. Not because I don't want to do that, but that's just a huge waste of our time. And we have so much other stuff to cover in this stream that I'm trying to do. Like, we're trying to get Mewtwo, we're trying to get the other, trying to get Ho-Oh, Lugia. I think it's Deoxys is another one we're trying to get. So yeah, we have some legendaries to catch. Remember that factor. We're also catching some legendaries today. So that's kind of another reason why I'm like, okay, let's speed this along. So we got like 10 rare candies so far. We need to like finish half the stack here because we're trying to get everybody roughly to 70, high 60s. I don't know if this is more entertaining or not, but how'd all your days go? So I entered, I can tell you what I did. I decided to go try playing my Yu-Gi-Oh deck for once. I built a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. And I really wanted to play test it, because it's not cheap. Well, you gotta think. What's blue gonna be? What level is all the shit blue gonna have? Like, what level is blue gonna be? That's all you have to think right now. What level is blue gonna be? I think that man's gonna be in the 70s, if not 80s. And that makes me scared and concerned. So I'm gonna just give a little extra. So I think a majority are gonna be 60s or high 60s to at least 70. At minimum, at maximum we're going flat 70. This is the only boring part. Now, we could argue, if I went to go grind and fight Pokemon, I could just get a bunch of, shinies in the process. But I don't think that is ever the case. I'm merely telling myself something that'd be definitely more interesting. But it would be a lie. It's like, maybe I'll run into a shiny. Ha 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 ha. 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 There's some people who still haven't even started the game because they've been trying to get a shiny starter. I'm not joking. Have you ever seen those current like Instagram Reels or TikToks right now? Where there's just people who've yet to even start playing this game because they just are still trying to get a shiny starter. Or shiny starter. Starter. Shiny starter. Starter. Yeah, I know. It is insane. But people are so obsessed with trying to do it that they're like going to high degrees to either like oh yeah, absolutely. It was already a much like it was pretty bad with our what's it called? Our Squirtle? Yeah, it's like inevitably I want to start playing. $49. We had 87. So, we have 6 Mon. Yeah, let's just burn through the stack, I guess. No, I that's what I'm saying. I just can't imagine doing that. That's why I had to stop doing the Articuno. The Articuno was already so much. I'm not one of those people who can, like, do that. Maybe when I was a kid, sure. What's a hex modifier? Pokéhex is an app? What does it do? Ah. I'm assuming that only works on, like, ROMs or something? No, I meant on physical, so I'm like, it only works on ROMs. Like, you wouldn't be able to use this on, like, non-emulated copies of the game. Unofficial works as well. How? The hell is a hex thing? Wait, how many rare candies do I have? Oh, I was not paying attention. Let me make 2 more. Interesting. But, like, how does it work? Like, what's it run through? Does it just, like... Is it like only for official hardware? You wouldn't be able to do it for this version, I'm assuming, yeah? So yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it with the Switch version here. You're wondering why we're kind of going past the number required. It's because just in case I make mistakes, because if you see how fast I'm pressing buttons, while at the same time risk of making a mistake. Way to extract save file from hardware into a computer. Not without a, honestly, I think for a Switch, not without a MIG switch. If I'm honest, I don't think you can do that without a MIG switch. Because I don't have one, but I know some people who, you know, done MIG switches with their switches. It's long and tedious process from my understanding. Also, you don't want to, like, risk your shit. Can you do that with a Switch? I didn't know you can do that with a Switch. It's like no one freaking, what's it called? I figured they'd be a little bit more stricter about that stuff. Oh, I'm assuming you did this on like official OG hardware, like a GBA or something like that. I was gonna say, the Switch is fairly strict. Like, I can imagine it working with a MIG switch, but that's about it. Which is like this weird little orange thingy that I don't understand how it works. You stick it in the side of the Switch on one of the controller ports, and for some odd reason, that allows you to mod the Switch. And I'm like, I guess? So... we're hitting the scary numbers with these Pokemon. Because remember, Zapdos was putting in work for a majority of this Pokemon. It was just Jinx. Jinx was the only one that ruined it. Yeah, basically, the way you do a MIG switch is... so, you take off, I think it's the right red Joy-Con. And you... Hey, Streamlabs, do your job. It's actually kind of quiet right now. Sus. Pirating on the Nintendo Switch, I cannot say, because I genuinely don't know. What move is this? Shinten? Shinten? It's a courtesy? Why would I use that if it's not going to be really relevant? You have a 3DS. Custom firmware. Well, that's different. That's very different. Yeah, I thought you were doing it with like official hardware. I did have a thing that would allow you to use like an actual physical like Game Boy cartridge. And you could just load the shit onto it directly if you had it. I've only seen this sold in Japan. I've never seen this sold in America. It's called a Retro Freak. It lets you pretty much play anything that is a cartridge console game outside of the Atari. You can do that as well if you have a tool for it. There is a tool for that. There's tools for the Switch games and stuff like that. But when it comes to digital games, you can't really do that. In the case of Leaf Green, cannot do that. I don't know how that's done. As if I remember correctly, Gold and Silver had some pretty crazy requirements on the hardware. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong? What the hell's Black Gaze? Oh, it's mean. It's like scary eyes or something like that. It's your opponent can't escape. I don't think I need that for Elite Four Pokemon. If this was anything but, it'd be fine. I mean, maybe. I'm not really sure what the resolution setup for the. Yeah, I think it's mean look, where they can't like escape. That'd be good if I was like dealing with like the dogs or something. But we haven't run into the dogs yet. Apparently, we won't see them yet. They're another thing that comes from finishing the game. We got a couple more Pokemon to go here, and then we'll do the Elite Four. What is that? Rira Beam. Oh, it's Solar Beam. Shit. That's a hard one. We don't have... I don't want to lose the move, though. What is this move? I guess we can reteach it. So that's Solar Beam. Solar Beam. Giga Drain, Razor Leaf, Solar Beam. I forgot what the other one is. It wasn't Synthesis. I forgot what it was. We've already committed. Alright, Nidoqueen's turn. Our Nidoqueen's actually kind of gross. This is our OP one. Nah, you fine. I put on a small delay to make it easier for anybody watching at home, because then they can turn on closed captions. Basically, if I put on ultra latency, which means like there's no latency at all, and you guys have instant reactions to my comments, you guys would not be able to have like the auto closed captions, and you never know who's got like a disability or something like that where they need closed captions, and I don't want to, you know, rob anybody of words being said or things going on. So that's the only reason why I don't use ultra latency. It's like, yeah, it would provide arguably a better, more reactive stream, but at the same time, the cost is people don't know what the hell's happening. Oh, it's another dragon move? Yeah, I'm just gonna level 70 them all. What's this one? It deals a fixed amount of 40. If it's a fixed amount, I don't think that helps us with, like, you know, guaranteed hits. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna put 70 on all of them and call it a day. I have an idea how to take on blue. But for the majority of the Elite Four, I need to keep them to 70. If I have to make more, then I will. I mean, I can give them all one more level to be safe, but... I don't know, maybe they're busy right now. It's Sunday, so I know a couple of them are students, so... They probably got, like, last-minute assignments they're rushing. Or they're not paying attention to Discord. That might also be a thing. But just give them a bit. They usually sometimes take a bit. You're kind of here earlier than usual. Alright, now we should be good. Alright, let's deal with her. Bum. Bum. Bottom. Yeah, no worries. I mean, for the most part, Zapdos can one-shot this whole team. Oh, Zapdos. It's the only one that doesn't look it's the only one that doesn't look weird, and it has, like, the best stats. I don't know, I usually go for the more optimal Pokemon. I can't say that entirely. There's some Pokemon that I just like to like. When it comes to legendary birds, Zapdos is the best. Literally. Dun 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 dun. Okay, now here comes Jinx. I forgot how we dealt with her last time. Let's do Gengar. For being a pretty bird. Like, didn't they make a better Moltres design later? Oh, was that super effective? Inamu? Oh, is that the... the dude? I'm gonna be safe. We're just gonna use our Gengar. Shadow Ball to... yeah, do Shadow Ball. Strong Stab. Well, that sucks to my poison type Gengar. Oh my god, you live. Oh, we forgot. No, wait, they still have their items. Ah, it healed. Oh my god, you're still alive. You're still alive. You healed again! You bastard. You bastard. Oh my god, I hate you. We'll see. Oh shit, he's down. Alright, we need fast. Zapdos. Zapdos is fast. Yeah, our boy did not have enough speed, which is weird as hell. As like, that's literally one of his stats. Max Revive should be in fights. Base Revive should just be used outside. What it? And now it's Wrestling Dude. What does this guy have again? I think that's who we used last time. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm trying to remember all the moves. I think we mostly have just Ghost and Poison moves. Oh, Zapdos. Maybe Dragonair. Dragonair is a flying move. Because if I have to go up against, like, Hitmonchan or Hitmontop, like, Dragonair can actually fight them off. Done. 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 Oh, we're starting Steelix. Shit. Okay. Jishin. Oh, it worked. Yeah, I was really disappointed with how Dragonite looks, honestly. Because you're like, oh, dude, Dragonite looks really cool. And then, or you're gonna think like Dragonite should look like this really cool dragon and all this stuff. After looking at this two blue serpents, and he's just this big tubby flying dude, and you're like, what? Where's my like snake, like my snake dragon? Why'd you do this to me? I was all excited. I'm slightly scared. Oh, Hitmonchan. Okay. Yeah. A Tyranitar was actually cool, though. Samuda. I think we should be good, right? Samuda? Yeah, we're fine. Drill Peck. Because Zapdos OP. Kairi? Who's Kairi? Drill Peck. Well, yeah, because I have a ton of flying. So, like, I didn't really need Psychic type. I just had flying types. Dun 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 dun. Haganeru? What the fuck is that? I'm gonna bring out Stumpy Boy again. I was told that just in Leaf Green in general, fighting is just not good. And that just comes from very poor design. Like, your fighting options aren't very strong, and they're really limited. Oh, that was a move with Steel. That's cool. I'm gonna do it again. Earthquake! Yeah, Bruno's usually not a problem. Agatha's our biggest problem. I don't think our... No, honestly, we're scared of blue. We're scared of blue. Blue's scary. Luckily, we have access to two very good Mon right here. This one has Jishin, so when we go up against her own Gengar, we're gonna be sitting pretty. A majority... She's strong, but I think a majority of our team can actually handle her. Usually Thunder and Dragon type can take out Lance's team. Blue's our problem. Because this team is always, like, stacked. With insane stats. Are we going Gengar v Gengar? Let's go. Shadow Ball. Charizard, I think I just used Lapras because Lapras OP. That was Marvius. Yeah, Lapras works for all three of those. The Dragonite you have to be watch out for because I think Lance's actually has a Thunder. It has Thunder. Kurabato. I don't know who that is, so I'm just going to keep throwing balls. Oh, it's Crobat. Have a ball. No, my ball didn't work. Why didn't my ball work? Espa. Ah, shit. I just want to know what it did. No, not a Shadow Ball to my Shadow Ball. You bastard. You Shadow Ball my Shadow Ball. Well, how about Shadow Ball? Well, he can't handle the ball, so he's going to get Shadow Ball. No! My Shadow Ball. I guess Lapras should take a shot out. Oh, wait, I have a Psychic move on my freaking, I just realized we have a Psychic move on Lapras. I didn't think about that at all. Holy crap, that OP. No, not Confuse Ray, you bastard. Ha! I don't know. No, it doesn't have Psychic or Confusion. Apuka? Who the hell's that? Arbok. I'm dumb. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch to Nidoqueen. Oh, I hate you, Arbok. I remember this problem. I remember the problem here. Take an Earthquake. Yeah. Gengar. Gengar's about to eat an Earthquake too. Joke's on you. I'm a rock and poison top nerd. Top type. Oh my god, that fucked me up. Why do you have Psychic move? Eat this Earthquake. Why the fuck did my Earthquake miss? I feel robbed. I feel like I've been hoodlummed. Absolutely swindled of my win. How many max revives do we got left? 2. Let's not touch those. Let's bring you back, my guy. I know you have Psychic move. Yeah, you did. Lapras' turn. Where do you know Thunderbolt? You bastard. Why do you know Thunderbolt? Aw, you dick. And Paralysis Trigger. Why do you know Thunderbolt? Set of shit. If he survives, we're full restoring. Let's go. We're full restoring. Suck it, Gengar. My Pokemon is nearly 300 HP with special defense buffs. That was a max HP. That was not full restore. Also kind of good, because I risk getting poisoned there. Bro, you got a critical hit, didn't you? You shit. You little shit. He got a critical hit. That is the only reason that worked. Take this ball. Goddamn, getting paralysis. There. Suck it, Agatha. Give me my 7,000. I'm taking money from an old lady. Beat you up again later. Alright, let's get our people back. I don't know what land starts with. Just make sure everybody's else is up to HP. I'll start Zapdos round start. Zapdos is pretty well rounded. Then I'll probably start Zapdos to be safe, because both of them are flying types. I'd kind of cry if it was Aerodactyl. I think I would immediately switch to Lapras. Let's just take the safe route. We'll go with Zapdos. Aerodactyl can deal with that. Or Lapras can deal with Aerodactyl easily. Then the auto walk. Alright, let's see what you got, Lance. Utaruga. Gyarados, good. So we got Zapdos. Goddamn Intimidate. Oh my god, it worked. Let's go Zapdos. OP. Kingdra. We'll switch to Venusaur for this one. I mean, Zapdos is actually, like, EV and IV trained, and it was really good EV-IV trained. I'm checking the summary real quick. Hide the bump. Come on, Venusaur's got to get some action in this too, you know? It survived on nothing. It survived on nothing. I'm mad. I am mad, bro. What was that? Take some leaves. Oh my god, you had Ice Beam, you piece of shit. Luckily, my Ivysaur is really statted out. Because, like, that was an Ice Beam. It's super effective, but my boy was like, nah, I can still hold green health. Any other Mon I would have used that would have immediately dropped to, yellow immediately. Venusaur's like, I got stats. And I miss. Walking punk ass. We have to heal him. Because we're at this point, we're praying that it just doesn't kill. Alright, we're good. There we go. Good old leftovers. Alright. We're gonna try this again. It's a 90% hit ratio. We missed once. Unless he gets a critical hit. Poor Venusaur. Just trying to survive out here. Goddamn critical hit ratio. Absolutely cracked. Alright, anyways. Volterra. I'm gonna do Lapras just in case. That might be our Aerodactyl. I'm thinking Terra, so like Pterodactyl. So maybe Aerodactyl? Oh! Nice. Japanese kicked in Quality. This Ice Beam. What the fuck was that? You hit me with some rocks? Have some ice. Enjoy your ice. Kairio? Kairio? I'm gonna go with this one to be safe. Oh, I have the mon. I'm literally looking at the name, and I'm not paying attention. Dragon move. Is outrage. I might have better stats than their Dragonite. Oh, you hit me with Ice Beam. Oh, aren't you fancy with your Ice Beam? We'll have another outrage. I have leftovers. I'm doing another one. With more damage. He has two Dragonites. I forget about this bullshit. Absolute bullshit. The man has two. Why do you have two? I will never get over the fact that you have two Dragonites. Why? What is the purpose of this? Take a Thunderbolt. The man's the Seto Kaiba of Dragonites. Did you use Outrage against me? There. Lance is down. I don't think there's a rules. I think it's just weird that he has two of them. It's like, wouldn't that make you susceptible? Dragon. Gundan ga makeru. Nande shinjirarenai. Sakurai. これからは君がポケモンリーグチャンピオンだと言いたいとこだか。実は君はもう一人戦わなくてはならない。そのトレーナーの名前はI forgot I named him that. Hold on. 坊主だ。彼は君よりも早く俺たち視点のウニ方。今彼これぞポケモンリーグ真のチャンピオンなんだ。Balls. He's been named Balls. Yeah, I completely forgot I did that. I was like, let's be a 9-year-old again with that joke, and it completely slipped my mind until we had to actually face him again, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot I named that tag. And then it becomes irrelevant for like a giant chunk of the game, and then you have to say it, and you're like, ah, shit, wait, what the fuck? Alright, so I'm thinking two starters are either going to be Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto. He doesn't usually start Charizard or Lizardo. So if it's Pidgeotto, Lapras is a good option. Lizardo is good, also good for it. If it's Alakazam, We want Gengar, but he never usually start Gengar that one. I don't think anybody really did. If it's Pidgeot, then obviously Ice Beam's the answer. Balls. Yosh! Sakurai! Sakurai mo mate kitana kara yo! Ha! Ureshii ze. ライバルのお前が弱いと張り合いないからな。俺は図鑑 or 数巻 I can't tell if it has like the like a little集めながら完璧なポケモンを探した。いるな。What? Daipa? No? I don't think I'm reading that right. Championship を探した。そして、今、俺はポケモンリーグの頂点にいる。桜井、この意味がわかるが。わかった。教えてやる。この俺様が世界で一番強いってことなんだよ。Oh, that's not a Pidgeotto. I can still use Ice Beam. Damage! I don't know what to do now. Oh, that did a lot of damage, I guess. Oh, it's still alive. That's what I thought. I thought ice bug, dead bug. It was like, no. It's like, that's cute. I mean, maybe we can get him to use up all his, full restores on this. It'd be kind of funny. I don't know, I'd still feel like the bug should... Why do you still have health? Okay, well, there goes Lapras. Starter's 72, so, you know, that's a great start. Fighting? Fighting? Okay. Damn. Is that Calm Mime? No, I was like, a Gengar has to start. Has to be in the fight at the same time Alakazam, or it does not work. So I wasn't going to. I was like thinking about what I could do. Nashi? Nashi? Who's Nashi? Oh, it's Egg-Toro. Okay. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, yeah, no, Zapdos OP. This is why Zapdos is still, like, meta in Champions. Like, if you play Pokemon Champions, you want a Zapdos. Haigirasu. Who the fuck is Haigirasu? Oh my god! This is not the Mon I was expecting to hit up today. Sheesh. Sheesh. That's a Mon. That's a Mon. I'll bring out my tank. You have your tank, I'll take my tank. As long as you don't have a fire move, we're fine. God, if this thing has a fire move, I'm gonna cry. We could do Solar Beam, or we could just go for a healing option. Woo! We got one hit. One hit wonder over here. Yep, Rizado. There's Rizado. Hi. Since it's Rizado, let's go with this one. Especially since Lapras is down. Oh my god, that thing's level 75. Now we're both getting fucked up by Sandstorm. Oh, I guess Nidoqueen's not. I know. I love this team. An amazing team. And then we just fuck them up with an Earthquake. Oh, he used Earthquake. I thought I could use Earthquake. Wait, no, you're flying. Fuck. Oh, I didn't think about that at all. I did not know he had Earthquake on his Charizard. Oh, shit. Okay, what can we do? What can we do? Ghosto. Beam. That's Ice Beam. Kairiki? That's a poison move, right? No, it missed! He's gonna do Jinja, isn't it? Oh, that was strength? This is blue. We're fighting blue. It's balls, aka blue, yeah. Did you just use Fire Spin on my ground type? And somehow it worked? Like an Oranberry or something? What the hell was that? You did. You had an Oranberry. I'm gonna heal, but then my burn takes in place. If I somehow survive this, I'm gonna laugh. Yeah, I figured as much. Sad. You're a flying type. Zapdos? Zapdos, I think, at this point could soul the whole team. Okay, who's the last Mon? Get it. I had to say it. It's Gyarados. It's Gyarados. I don't even need to change. It's Gyarados. No, Tyranitar's already down. We already took out Tyranitar. It's frickin' Gyarados. Zapdos. Electric. Do electric move. Why is the Sandstorm still raging? This usually, like, ends after the Tyranitar dips. Well, I luckily have leftovers. Oh yeah, Zapdos couldn't do Tyranitar. I forgot about that part. Are we serious? You like we like Blue later. This era of Blue is like an absolute nightmare. He's an absolute dick. Later Blue is actually really nice and chill. Gana, 本当に終わったのか。ゼリオクを変えたのに、Mike. We did it the second time. Admittedly, we did have to kind of like. Well, even like Sun and Moon Blue is actually pretty chill. Because if you play Sun and Moon, you meet them you start to meet them in like the later games constantly, Red and Blue, and they're constantly helping. Sakurai. Odo Katana Pokémon リーグ世界は心から思い出と初めて不思議種を持ちでポケモン数巻集めにYeah, he kind of that's how he is in this game. But then basically what happens is the game of Leaf at the end of Leaf Green and stuff. Oh yeah, no, Silver is an absolute unsavable like he's meant to be just the worst. Blue is a punk until the literal end of this game. The whole defeat from Red humbles Blue. Blue takes over the 8th gym and chills out a lot. And then throughout the series, Blue and Red become like the most terrifying Pokemon trainers in like the whole franchise. Did Silver change? I don't remember Silver changing. I remember basically just bailing out and that was it. I never remember anything else that came out of Silver. Like, you're pushing friendship, and he's just like, this is bullshit. Why aren't you going for power? Why aren't you going for power? Why aren't you going for power? And goes like, I don't understand why my power is not working at the very end. That's all I remember out of Silver. We have to play Pokemon Soul Silver again. Or Crystal. We could play Crystal. I think it's roughly the same exact team we had before. Nice. Except the Nidoqueen's different Nidoqueen. We got a better one. Wait, Silver is what? Silver is Giovanni's kid? I don't think it's said in the original games. That sounds like some stuff from like the manga or something. I feel like that's some stuff that you wouldn't, because like I remember that game really well. I don't remember them ever covering Silver's backstory. Now we have to watch this again, so I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. Ow. It's applied in the canon. Pokemon can eat the cartoon. I was gonna say, I don't remember it ever being said in the OG game. Has an event confirming it. I do not remember it. I don't think I ever really got to finish Heart Gold Soul Silver, though. I played the OG Pokemon, Silver, Gold, and Crystal, but I've never finished, like, Heart Gold Soul Silver because, like, I think I did, like, the basic stuff, but I don't think I ever did, like, that. Huh. We'll have to go back and play that one, then. I'd have to look it up, because I don't know. I'm confused. And there's Blue looking inward to his shitty decisions. There was never a yellow one, bro. Don't be giving people that hope. Probably because he was such a dick before. I gotta email support. Cool. I don't think Gary ever treated his Pokemon like Blue. I don't think Blue ever truly treated his Pokemon like shit. He just treated Blue and he just treated Red and Ash like shit. I think one thing I grew to appreciate I think the one thing I will personally always say, the Pallet Town mom is the worst mom I have ever experienced in any of these games. There's just no life in her. There's nothing. So now if we fly here, we should see... Oh, it's open. It was not open. In this game, Leaf Green, you have to beat the Elite Four twice before it opens up in this specific game. The first time, it does not let you. You have to beat them twice. Yeah, it's very strict. I have it like already set? All versions. All versions of this specific game is always like that. If there's any Mon in here that's actually worth catching. Well, I already have that, so I'm not interested in catching that. I already have it. Get out of here. It's also like that in Fire Red too. Both Leaf Green and Fire Red, this is what happens. If you do not already have, like if you don't already have it, you basically have to do all this extra work for it. I think we have to switch out our Nidoqueen. I'm seeing a lot of smashable rocks. I don't know if that's necessary. Oops. Yeah, we're gonna need our we need our other Nidoqueen. Our HM Nidoqueen. And Leafy, before you say anything, our Nidoqueen, who's HM heavy, was originally part of the team. Their stats were awful, so we just made them use HMs now. I mean, it was bad. Like, they could not fight the Elite Four at all. Like, they could do, like, basic things, but they were nothing of the caliber of this Nidoqueen. Should have Strength and Rock Smash. Sadly. I wish this one was stronger, but like the stats were god awful on this Nidoqueen. I have 100 Ultra Balls. I hope that's enough. Yes, we have a status effect. We have, oh my god, stop with the fighting. 2 in a row, what the hell? We have the, what was I thinking? Oh my god, stop. They want to make third time the charm. I just want to get to the damn cave again, man. There's stuff there. I just want to get to the cave. But yeah, we have a status effect. We have, if I don't see better Pokemon soon, I'm just going to start using repels because I'm going to be very annoyed soon. Oh, I'm told. Oh, it's actually on land. Okay, so our Nidoqueen has Rock Smash. Ah, shit. Oh boy, a Geodude. I'd be so mad if my first shiny was something like a Geodude or a freaking Zubat. Oh my god. I don't have this? I can't fight it. Realistically speaking. I am far too high of a level to fight this Parasect. I used the wrong move. I'm gonna kill this. Maybe. Yeah. My bad. I wanted to actually catch it really quick because I haven't gotten on my Pokédex yet. Oh, we got a Hyper Ball. Yep. First gen Pokemon were really fucked up in, like, design. That's an understatement. Like, they are genuinely fucked up in design. Except Golbat. Golbat's just creepy. Yeah, no, Gen 1 was, like, filled with just stuff that was like, okay, I'm uncomfortable with that. Drowsy's a big one. Drowsy's, like, the prime example of, oh. Oh. And then they started getting a little bit more tame on the, murdering Pokemon. They went one with, this one could kill you, but it might not, too. And well, it started with, like, this Pokemon really likes to kill children. With their eyes just staring dead into you, just like... I think, what's his name still has that, like... that kind of lore. There we go. I just wanted to fill up the Pokédex. That's what I've been looking for, is just like any mon I haven't caught yet already. And if any of you are interested in knowing, right now... we have, in the span of 20 days, hit 2 million views on Instagram. Now, if only I could move these to YouTube. That's, like, crazy. Now the question is, can I keep up that consistency? Because we're about to hit 500 followers on Insta. I don't want to be rich, but I'd sure as hell have more. You guys wouldn't be alone. You'd have more people to talk to. Oh, yeah, I can catch that. There's like, there's really strong Pokemon in these things. Are you sure about that? God damn it, I didn't mean to one-shot it. Whatever. Whatever. I guess. I didn't even know. I'm just as confused as you are. God, Geodude. Hyper Ball, dude. Oh, we replaced the Hyper Ball we used earlier. That's nice. If I didn't have one already, sure, I'd be down for it. Yeah, I could catch one. I could catch one. Yeah, that's my other problem, is I don't have people to trade with. Did you just disabled my move before I even got to use it? Or was that detect? The hell are you doing? Just let me use the move. What is going on? Ice Beam. Like, I just want to catch the guy. God damn it. Ba, 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 ba. I already have you. I am very tempted to just say screw catching Pokemon and, like, use a repel because I'm getting annoyed now. Ah, no. If that happened and User's not here, he'd be so pissed off. User'd be so mad if he didn't get to see, like, a shiny freaking Parasect on my stream. What's the point of this spot? You just make me go all the way over here for nothing? It's so troll. Nice light screen. I'm still leaving. Oh, you fucker. Why are you using the most useless moves against me? You're like, light screen, swift. I'm expecting you to go explosion, one shot. Alright, let's try confusion this time. Did you just... How was that? Alright, we may have found a way to catch you. What are you doing? Stop it. Alright, cool. I'm catching you now. There we go. Go to the box. See, as a kid, I didn't have friends to play this game with. I was lucky enough to have 2 Game Boy Colors and both copies of both Red and Blue. Bear in mind, this wasn't lucky because my family was rich. This was lucky because everybody wanted to get rid of their Game Boys. And so they just kept giving me their their old shit. Like, this will be worthless. This is worthless. I don't want to use this no more. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'll take free shit. I got a free trading cable. Oh my god, a Wobbuffet? Huh? Should have the defense to handle a surf, right? Roughly. That wasn't Destiny Bond, was it? I'm gonna throw a ball at you now. Ah, you bastard. These weren't even handovers from family members. These were literally from, like, my mom had a friend who had old versions, and they were just like, I don't want these anymore. Here you go. Have all these Game Boy Color games. And I'm like, my 10-year-old, not like neighbors, people my mother worked with. And anytime I went to her, like, work, which was at this, like, I don't know how to describe it. It was like Chuck E. It was like Dave and Buster's, but like its own personal entity. And I used to just sit there and play Game Boy Color whenever she was at work. I mean, outside of like because like arcade costs money. I can't just play the arcade. And same with bowling, actually, I could do for free, but there's only so much bowling you could play. It's probably happened where that one kid was like, yeah, no, I have too many of these Charizards. Do you want one, buddy? Like, yeah, sure, man. I'll take a Charizard. Like, that shit has happened. Oh, come on. It makes me do this stupid and like, this stupid fighting shit. Like, I've had situations where that happened. Like, when I was still in middle school, okay, fuck you too, Wobbuffet. Like, what happened was someone was playing. Basically, my library, we had a bunch of kids who played Yu-Gi-Oh! And this one guy, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna say his last name, but his first name is Chris. I was new to the community of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players at the library. I just had a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards I collected for a super long time, and was like, I really want to use these, kind of thing. And I made the most jank, stupid, ow. I made the most jank, stupid Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck I possibly could with whatever cards I had, because it's not like I went out and bought cards. I literally just got all the cards I had and threw them together. Like, in better words, in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community that was our like entire friend group, plus like the town we were in, I at the time was the shittiest player. Constantly. I was the worst player. Then what happened was I had some, but I still had some expensive cards apparently. One of them being this card called Tragodia. I fucking hate you. Get out of the way. Wobbuffet. That's funny. No, I think at least Tristan's deck had some synergy more than mine. I was bad. I was literally the definition of of just a kid having Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But basically, I had a card called Tragodia. Tragodia at the time, this was only released in two ways. It was either a World Championship promo card, or it was released as a Show and Jump promo card. So there was only two ways to get this card. Okay? I had one. Because I constantly bought Show and Jumps with my allowance. Because I really liked Show and Jumps. Like, I read, you know, I read them all the time. I liked Naruto, I liked Bleach. I'd see what random thing would be in the Show and Jump. I used to read them all the time and collect the cards. And so here's me with the Tragodia, the Ancient Ravios, the Wicked series. Like, I have all these expensive ass cards. And this kid comes up to me to trade it. And he's like, "Oh, hey, are you using this card? I'll trade for it." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Because I didn't really see any use in it. I always thought, like, trading in the mindset of just a card is a card. I want this card, you want this card. I always kept that mindset at that age because I was only like 12. And so he offers up, like, a basic Blue Eyes. We're talking just a simple Blue Eyes White Dragon. Not even like a LOB or any of that shit. It is like special art. And I was like, "Oh, dude, that looks cool. I want that. I've never seen that one before." And he straight up traded me this Blue Eyes White Dragon. And I'm like, cool. Well, the thing was, my Tragodia was worth like $60. His Blue Eyes White Dragon was worth like $1. Needless to say, the group I got as friends who were around him were not really his friends anymore. They were very unhappy with his decision to do that. And he kept trying to, like, I guess, justify it. Because they told me about it, like, way later on. When I started becoming more friends with them. So that was kind of interesting. And I'm like, oh. I feel like you guys could have told me this, you know, much sooner than you did. You know, with all due respect. But yeah, basically, I guess a lot of them we're gonna try. I guess a few of them did try to convince Yap this guy to give the card back, and it just didn't work. They couldn't get him to give it back. It was horrible, and yeah, it wasn't a great situation for anybody. None of them, like, no one felt good about that, other than that guy. It happens a lot. Kids are a big target for very expensive cards. I've seen people do it all the time. The difference is, after I learned when it happened to me, I put a stop to it. Anytime I would see a kid with, like, an expensive card, and I knew someone was about to, like, scalp them, usually if the parent's there, like the kid's there, it's really hard to get the kid to understand a money value to a card. But if the parent's there, I usually say something. And I really try to, because the parent's going to know it, obviously, on the spot. Like, I hated that when people took advantage of kids like that. I think the only time I've ever made trades with children was, like, generally what would happen is, I think one time I made a trade with a kid was, he was doing, he had a Blue Eyes deck. And at the time, Blue Eyes wasn't horrible. It was relatively, yeah, like, nice Charizard kid, you want a Caterpie. It was pretty much, there was a lot of that. But basically, this kid had a Blue Eyes deck. he wanted to play Blue Eyes. I tried to convince him to, like, build anything else, but he wanted to play Blue Eyes, and I'm not going to sit here and stand in the way of someone who wants to play whatever the hell they want. Play what you want, kid. Dude, let me the fuck go. And so, basically, it was like, Blue Eyes was playable, but it was, like, okay. It wasn't great. So basically what happened was I'm at a tournament. At this time, we had what was called... It was more like Blue Eyes did get buffed. Blue Eyes got a lot of support, but it kind of slowly started to fade off. It wasn't really that good. It was like... I'd say it was tier 3 at the time. Like, it was playable. It had some good matchups, but it wasn't really going... You weren't going to top any regionals with ease with this deck. You'd have to get, like, the right matchups all the way through to get even a top placement. I have you. Yeah, so basically I saw a card in his thing that I wanted. Why do you look so grumpy? Like, he just come up to him, he's like, "What are you doing here, boy? This is my land, not yours." Anyways, yeah, shiny Mewtwo. If only, if only. Remember the words I said before. We will give it like a couple resets, and then after that, we're not doing that. So we'll do it for the first one. Anyways, back to the story at hand. He had a card I wanted. The card was kind of expensive. The card was kind of expensive. I have no problem admitting the card was kind of expensive. It was, I think, roughly 60 bucks for this card. But he wasn't using it. It was in his binder. So basically what happened is... First thing that happened before I looked into his binder to see this card, I went ahead and I wanted to see what he wanted first. I let him look through my binder before I even saw this card. He grabbed a bunch of stuff he liked, and I'm like, okay, you know, these aren't super expensive. I don't mind giving you these. I also grabbed some cards that would have actually helped his deck. Like the actual staples needed for a Blue Eyes deck, because I had some on me. So I'm telling him, like, hey, if you grab this, this, and this will make it a little bit more playable. You can use these cards to help the deck, yada, yada, yada. It wasn't a bad so far. And at the time, he had, like, I think $20 worth of cards. Like, it was like 4 or 5 cards for 20 bucks. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now, obviously, this kid can't pay. I wanted to look in his binder to see if he had any way to get these cards. I wouldn't have been too egregious. If I could have found, like, anything that I could at least turned for something, that'd have been fine. And then there's this card that I'm looking at, oh, that's kind of expensive. I want it. So I went ahead and like, okay, this card, and and the parent actually came up just to see what was up. And I'm like, oh, I'm helping your son like work on his deck and stuff like that. But I'm going to be honest with you. This card is a little pricier, but I'm interested in it. So what I'm going to do is, one, I'm going to help him build up his deck to make it more playable. Because the kid was basically going to drop anyway. He was X3. There was no way this kid was going to be able to keep playing. And it sucks that he went up against someone who was X1. Usually happens when the brackets get all funky like that. But I digress. So we're going ahead, and I let his mom know, like, hey, this is kind of expensive. Are you cool with this too? I'm letting you know because I don't want to make it seem like I'm like stealing from your kid or anything like that. And she's like, oh yeah, I just want to know what you're gonna give my kid to like kind of compensate it. And I showed him like, here's like a whole bunch of cards. This will make his deck more playable. He can have more fun. He'll probably win more games. She's like, oh, that's already nice. I was probably 20. I was 20. I want to say I was 22. I was 22 at this time. This was probably, yeah, because this was Burning Abyss. Burning Abyss Sekko's Light format. E4 again. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna be a dick. It's the kid wanted to learn, wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not gonna be an asshole. But yeah, I was about 22 at the time, and I wanted to make sure the kid was like good to go and he had everything he wanted. And then I looked around some more, and I'm like, okay, but then I'm also gonna, and I told the mom like, hey, I'm also gonna give you some money cards that if he wants to like sell or if he wants to keep, they'll have some value. And the mom was really chill with it. So I hooked him up with like, it was like $20 short. I want to be honest, because like I didn't bring a trade binder because I didn't expect to trade with anybody. I brought like a basic binder of stuff I had on me. And that's pretty much it. Like, the mom was chill with it. She's like, oh, you really helped my son today, so I don't really mind. It's just cardboard to me. But it's cool that you told us this, and it's cool you hooked him up with all this stuff and helped him make a better deck. And I'm like, alright, cool. So, that's usually how I've done trades with kids. But then I've seen, like, the situation where I think it was YCS... It was YCS Chicago. Oh, yeah, no. No, I didn't steal $20 from a kid. So basically, to give you the simplification, a kid had a card I wanted that was $60. But I had a bunch of cards he wanted, but they weren't really up to the value of $60. And so what I did is I tried to hook him up with as many cards as I could to kind of help him compensate. And I told the parent was chill with it, as long as, you know, her son was getting something in return that he wanted. And I already started with, like, well, I'm already going to help him build his deck up to make it more playable. Because he was playing, like, general Blue Eyes, but his Blue Eyes deck was kind of mid. So I made it, like, better. I think I had, like, a Chaos Max Blue Eyes and stuff like that. So I went ahead and just helped the kid out with building his deck a little bit better. And the mom was cool with it. So, no, I did not steal $20 from a kid. The mom was chill with it. And the kid was chill with it. So... And it was a card I needed. It wasn't even something I was selling. It was something I needed for my deck. So I was like, hell yeah, let's get this. But as I was saying before, but there's another situation that happened where I didn't make the trade. But I did have this, like, one crew of people who I went to play, like, you know, play Yu-Gi-Oh! With. And we all went to YCS Chicago. We're all playing and stuff like that. Then I see in the corner of my eye. Yeah, I had a Tragodia limited edition from Show and Jump, and someone basically traded me for like a $1 Blue Eyes, and the Blue Eyes never went up in value. Anyways, what happened was I'm sitting here playing our match. I just finished a match. I'm about to go trade with people because I already got my win. It was a clean 2XO or 2-0. And I go to trade with people, and I see this one dude basically trying to get, at the time, a Boral Sword Dragon off of somebody. Which at the time, Boral Sword Dragon was probably about $70 to $80. And this kid just had one. The dad didn't know the price. The dad's right there. The kid doesn't know the price. And the kid's right there. And this dude's like, here, I'll give you these cards. And he kind of just takes these cards that are like absolute junk out of his binder. I'm talking like reprinted Moxie, which at the time Moxie wasn't worth a lot because Moxie's still banned, but now it's like constantly rumored to come back, so it's always at absurd prices, but I digress. It was like a tour guide that was a reprint from a tin, so it was always going to be $1. Some really basic shit. Yeah, he was giving like 5 cards that weren't a lot of value, but he kept trying to hype them up as like they're expensive, they're really expensive. And I came over and I'm looking at this trade and I'm like, hold up a second. I was like, how much did you tell him that card's worth? And it's like, it's not worth a lot. I'm like, that card's worth $90. And what you're about to give him is like $5, dude. The dad was pissed. Well, he wasn't pissed yet. He pretty much asked one simple question. Oh, it's that much? How are you gonna, you know, how are you compensating this? And immediately the dude got super mad and just took the card, took his stuff and like walked away. And that's how I met the really chill dad. Because I actually knew them for a long time, back when I was in Illinois. Their son was really good at the game. Like, really good at the game. Their dad would do, like, really funky stuff. He'd always build really funky decks. It was kind of funny to see them. But they weren't, like, bad in design. They were just like, I have this idea, and I'm gonna do it. Was basically his entire game plan. His dad's whole concept was, I have silly idea. I go and do it now. Like, he made Cleaforts with stun, with, like, Monarch stuff, and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not here to judge it, man. And he played it like that for, like, the longest time. He just did so many silly things with his decks. And then his son would always play, like, the absolute meta. Oh, no. The dad purposely played with leftovers. His dad had a meta deck, but he never wanted to play the meta deck because it wasn't fun to him. I was definitely baffled when I saw the Tyranitar. Luckily, I think we just went Venusaur and we're like, oopsies, I guess this is a coincidence. We'll give this like 5 more tries, and then if we don't see a shiny, I'm calling it there, and I'm just going to go move on to next. So I'm not sitting here chasing down a Mewtwo. And I was like, oh, Tyranitar. Was not expecting that. We had everything at level 70. Everything was like flat 70. Yeah, Venusaur one-shotted. His shit was damn near level 80. What do you mean over-leveled? Almost everybody in the Elite Four had 60 to 70 and 70 plus. No, it's not over-leveled. We have so much content to go over. I'm not wasting my time. Well, good for you. I'm not doing that. We don't have time for that. We got so many other things of content to do. Two more times after this. What was I going on about? Oh, we were talking about like the kid and the guy playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that. I was like, I think I remember that kid always getting his like his YCS sponsorship and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy. But then me, who placed higher than him all the time, still couldn't get shit. I mean, like, sponsorships from, like, companies and stuff. I never got a sponsorship. That was the only thing that really frustrated me back when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like, I topped all the time. I think we're switching to Pokemon White for a bit. Like, is our Let's Play game? Alright, we're just gonna go off this. What was I thinking about? The first thing you did, and it's Swift. My guy, you could have picked anything else. Drill Peck. It's like Aurora Veil or something like that. So we'll probably be playing more Pokemon White soon. You have Recover? Oh, boy. Oh, I hope you enjoy it that way. I didn't want Pig. My God, the Recover's annoying. And Paralysis is not triggering for shit. Yay. Finally. If you can do it one more time when I do this drill peck. As long as it doesn't kill. God damn it. That's not even that. I just don't like pig Pokemon. Pigs and monkeys are like my two least favorite animals. Mostly because pigs are really fucked up and animals... monkeys are hit or miss on that concept as well. Like, chimps are absolutely terrifying. Gorillas are fine. Like, gorillas are actually a pretty tame species of primate. But, like, chimpanzees, I fucking hate chimpanzees. They're literal devil spawn. This thing took the drill peck pretty damn well this time, so its defense stat must be crazy. I'm scared. Do another one. Don't you? Yes, don't you recover. Oh my god, do not recover. Do not do it. Don't do it. Don't you do it. We got perfect health. That is perfect. You are not allowed to heal. Do you hear me? I want paralysis triggers every time you try to use recover. Fuck you. Damn it. Why does it not work? I'm more mad about the fact that paralysis is not triggering when it should. And it's like, no, screw you. I'm gonna do it anyway. That's why I get a little annoyed. I'm like, bro, why are you still, like, trying to heal? I don't have sleep. I only have electric. I had no mon that trigger any form of sleep trigger. And there's a heal again. Why isn't your paralysis working? Yeah. Heh. Swift. Now I kind of figured the stab move would be really strong. The only other bet is try to use Lapras and see if we can freeze it. That's really dumb. Like, really dumb. Freeze him. Freeze him. Freeze him. Get to 1 HP and freeze. Do it. You bastard. If I have to keep resetting the way I am at this rate, we're probably gonna see a shiny. That'd be kind of crazy though, if we did. Oh my god. That was absurd. I've damn near killed it. I can't do that again. I can't do that move again. No wonder it killed it last time. I'm gonna stick to Drill Peck at that point. What the fuck did I just crit hit for? Oh my god. Ugh. I just want to catch the Mewtwo, man. We gotta get a Ho-Oh and Lugia still. He has to, though. He's the only one with a technically a status move. The only other one is Lapras, and clearly that didn't work. Oh, this one's attack stats bad. Maybe we can do Thunderbolt again. Because it was really, like, not too low last time. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. Let's try an Ultra Ball right here. Go Ultra Ball. I figured as much. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm listening to like the background element of this song where it's like do 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 do, because I never noticed it till now. Oh my god, stop healing. And I might as well use Thunderbolt again. As long as I don't crit hit again. Ah, that explains a lot. I'm scared, but I want to try. Because if I do this right and it doesn't crit, it should be left on. Never mind. At this point, I'm literally gonna like... Like, we're gonna end up killing this thing at this point. Or like getting the shiny. And the number of times I've had to reset. Swift. I kind of wish I had a low damage move like you did, bro. But I don't. It's not safe for me to touch you. I have to use a Hyper Ball right away. Which is crazy with like this lack of health. I swear if I caught him on that amount of HP, I would have been pissed. I've been happy, but pissed. Also, can you use anything but Swift? The fuck? I wasn't even getting that on the reds. I can't touch it. Its HP is too, like, low. Honestly, it's the only time I want you to use recover. At this point, he needs to use recover, because I can't touch him with the amount of HP he has. Because if I touch him with that amount of HP, I'll kill him. Yeah, like, I want to get into the red so we have better capture rate, and I can't because he won't heal. Please don't recover. Oh my god, thank god. Come on, be my friend. Be my friend. Hyperball. Hyperball. Mother, paralysis, paralysis, paralysis. Don't you do it. Yes, we get another shot. So get this. I went to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament today, by the way, to test out my deck. I don't think I got to finish telling this story. I, for one, got lost on my way to the ranking event. Damn it. That was such a good amount of health to have, too. I can't use Thunderbolt again. That's a no-no. Well, I'm on the way to this tournament. I can't find the place because Google Maps sucks at doing that. Apparently, I actually went around it twice. And then went to a whole nother location after that. I proceeded to then finally find the place. But it was literally like, they just finished signups. And I'm like, are you fucking... Because in Japan, like... Unlike in America, like, if you do signups in America, anytime I've done a tournament there, they're like, you know, it's fine if you're late, it's whatever. If you call and tell them ahead of time, they'll usually, like, pause it, like, a little bit, but that's about it. But, not in Japan. Japan, it's, like, on the dot. It starts as soon as that time ends. Which I was kind of pissed because I wanted to enter. Oh, nice. It's paralyzed. So, I'm like, shit, okay, I guess I'll just do this. I was kind of frustrated. I wasn't really sure what to do. And then there was these other side events going on in other stores that were around the area. So I'm like, I guess I'll try one of those. I go to the one that was 10 minutes away, so I had to walk. About 10 minutes. Whatever. I'm trying to think about who's a good option here who won't, like, eat it. Lapras might be the best bet here. Anyways. So I go to that place. I try to sign up for the tournament. I'm waiting for entries, and I guess they lotteried the entry, meaning like you have a chance to play in the tournament. You don't get to actually sign up and just play. And I'm like, that's really dumb. But I digress. So I'm like, whatever. I wait. They tell me decking night, and I'm like, cool. Great. So now I walk back to the place that I was originally doing the tournament there, because they were going to do one as well. I'm like, alright, fine, I'll sign up for this one then. So I go over there, I sign up for that one. But I had to wait until, like, I want to say, what time was it? I had to wait till like 6 in the afternoon. It was 4. So yeah, I was a little pissed off. But I really wanted to playtest this deck, so I'm like, fine. So I get over it, and I just go to playtest the deck. You are only using Swift. I am surprised you're not using Recover. Are you out of Recovers? I'd like it if you're out of Recovers. God damn it, stay in the ball. So I sign up. Finally, we get to sign up for the event. It's 10 minutes before. I put my name on the paper, pay my entry. Now I'm waiting for the other person to do the same. And I'm waiting for other people to do the same. Only me and one other person sign up. That's it. So I'm sitting there like, well, I guess this is what we're doing today. So I'm a little unsure what to think because I have never done an actual Yu-Gi-Oh event before. And I guess some events for Yu-Gi-Oh in real life in Japan are freaking best of one. So, you know, on top of that, really weird. So, I play my first game with him. I win. Basically won the, you know, Janken or rock, paper, scissors. One rock, paper, scissors. We play the match. I win the first game. Cool. Apparently we have to... Yeah, I won. I beat them the first round. So then we have to... And then I figure out we have to play all 3 rounds anyways. So we have to verse each other 3 times. But not sideboarding. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I'm basically versing this person 3 times in a row. I have no idea what they're playing. I know like the vague essence of what the deck is, but I've never actually played against this deck because it's not in the TCG and it's not in Master Duel. So I don't really know any of the effects. Luckily I have the Neuron app. The Neuron app pretty much tells you like you can like read the effects and stuff like that. Not a big deal. So I win game 1. We start getting ready for game 2. We have to do rock, paper, scissors again to figure out who's going first. And I'm over here like, what the fuck is going on? We're playing the match out. We do rock, paper, scissors again. See who goes. I win rock, paper, scissors yet again. And I'm like, oh, sorry. And my hand is good. Because I'm playing Branded Draco Tail. And he's like, oh, crap. But actually, no, the second time it wasn't good. I thought you were out of those. Asshole. What do I do that doesn't kill you? So, that one was a little bit slower, but we both kind of had ways to stop each other the whole way through. So it wasn't too bad. You fucker, I hate it when you do the 3. So then we have like a more back and forth on that one, and I still win that one. Then game 3, oh my god, bro, why am I stop crit hitting him. Anyways, game 3, I win rock, paper, scissors yet again. It's the final round. I'm not even sure why we're playing it because, like, technically I would win, but I guess we're just playing it to play it. It's whatever. I open up a relatively okay hand. Now, this time he actually has hand traps to stop me. So I don't actually set up a really good board. My hand was already kind of like, And I'm kind of just like, I'm not cheating in rock, paper, scissors. This guy just kept going paper. I'm like, stop. First time he would go, first round he went paper, paper. So I went paper, scissors, and I'm like, alright, bet, cool. I knew he'd probably do paper again, because some people just do that. Then he went paper. He did paper yet again. But then when he went for, when I went for paper, he went scissors. And I just went rock. And he's like, oh my god, really? And I'm like, yes. And the third time he did paper again, and I did scissors. And I'm like, bro, are you serious? You better be happy you play card games and not Tekken, because this would suck for you if you had a personal side. Anyways. I was gonna be kind of chill and let him have a shot. But I also was still kind of learning the deck, so I kind of was at it. Oh shit, I killed it. Oops. I did it again. God damn it. Keep killing him. That time was just not me paying attention. Basically first, and I draw... My hand isn't great. He ashes my, my try to summon, like, my Ketu spell. So I don't get Ketu. And then he proceeds to... And then I summon my, what's it called? Fallen of the Albaz, of the White Dragon. Fallen of the White Dragon. And which... That resolves, Albaz resolves, but nothing really comes from it. So... I'm kind of like... And he, like, I guess he had a Veiler for it. So he stopped that. Like, damn it. I play Alabaz branded. It's branded Alabaz. Yes, it's branded Draco Tail. So yes, it's Alabaz. It's the same exact deck you see me play on Master Duel. It's the same exact deck. The same deck I've been playing on Master Duel non-stop. Oh my god. He's recovering. No. And I can't use freaking Thunderbolt. I don't have... I have one deck. This is physical money we're talking about. Why did I fucking crit it again? Oh my god. It's crit hit every time. I don't got money for other decks. And Ghost Tricks, I don't even know where to find Ghost Tricks in this day and age. I'd be better off playing Craft at that point. No, it doesn't. Maybe in America, but not... Actually, no. Modern Blue Eyes does not cost $10. I don't know where you've seen $10 Modern Blue Eyes, but Modern Blue Eyes does not cost $10. What the fuck? Another crit hit! Oh my god, what is this? You can't even buy the structure deck anymore. It's actually worth even more than $10 now. Why? That's 4 crit hits. Oh my god. This game fucking hates me. I have not seen a Blue Eyes structure deck here in Japan. Maybe in America, but not here in Japan. The only structure deck that recently released in Japan was the Alabaz structure deck that they made for the branded decks. That is the only structure deck that came out, and it was bought out immediately and scalped. So no. I'm afraid to drill peck this thing, because I think Zapdos will kill it. but I'll take a shot. That was on me. I kind of figured the HP might be a risk. I think I should Drill Peck first, and then Lightning, Thunderbolt. I know you can get a lot of structure decks. In Japan, structure decks aren't really necessary because they kind of just reprint cards all the time. Like, full sets are fully reprinted. There's constant repeat prints here. And there's structure decks too, but like, structure decks are usually bought out pretty commonly. Because you can get a lot of staples out of them. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Is also not really scalped in America. It probably will a little bit when the over collection series comes in. Which I believe you guys have kind of an over collection right now. That's actually bigger than last time. And this one has more defense. So as long as we don't crit it, it went safeguard. That's fine. Now we get a chance to actually catch it. Now I was gonna say, I think that's when you might see scalpers. I think Logan Paul said something about that, and that's like what one of the Pokemon content creators was making jokes about. Was they're hoping the scalpers go to Yu-Gi-Oh! And not Pokemon anymore. Though I don't know how well that's gonna work, because scalpers are idiots. In all honesty, they'll buy pretty much anything. They think like everything Pokemon has value, so they'll buy anything Pokemon in hopes to turn a profit. So the problem with that is the limited over collection will be like the only thing that has actual value in Yu-Gi-Oh! And then they'll still try to buy Yu-Gi-Oh! Shit, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Will never have like a proper scalp to value because it can't hold that market. Like, I've seen it too much where scalpers are just total morons. And there's a lot of people to sell it to. It just doesn't make sense for it to be scalped. Like, 90% of the packs are ass. It's just as bad as Magic the Gathering. The only difference is, like, kids at least like Yu-Gi-Oh! So you can at least turn the bulk. You can't turn Magic Bulk. Magic Bulk is arguably one of the worst bulks to try to rotate out of all the major TCGs. Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, kid at least goes, haha, funny looking card, and, like, wants to buy it. Magic, it's like, hey, look at this decrepit Eldritch Horror. Does your child want to buy this? No, not really. Not really. So I'm going to say it right now. That's the biggest reason why Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't get scalped. It just can't. Most of it is shit. You're better off buying singles. And I don't mean shit like it's bad. It's just like, it's not worth anything. They make a lot of staple cards common. I don't know where you live. It's also a regional thing. You gotta realize it's a regional thing, because I used to live in some areas in Florida where Dragon Ball was the popular card game, and there was like no Magic the Gathering. You'd have Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball players, and that's it. And then I've lived in other areas where like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon were the two card games, or this and this. It was always like a constant rotation of different card games depending on shops. So your area clearly doesn't have a popular Yu-Gi-Oh! Market. I couldn't play Dragon Ball card game even if I wanted to, because like, I don't know the format anymore. I played when a game initially came out because it was like with my friends, and they were like, yeah, let's play together. And I'm like, sure, yeah, why not? Because my friends were all into that, and I had like no Yu-Gi-Oh! Friends in that area, so I just played Dragon Ball instead. I played it fairly well according to them, so I just lost interest because I stopped hanging out with them, because one went to like Africa to feed the poor. Commendable. The other one, me and him would go to events, but once like a majority of the other people left, it was just kind of just me and him, which slowly started to fall off. And then he started getting into Tekken again, which then I started getting into Tekken again. Ah! That wasn't a crit hit. That was just me killing it. At this rate, we're going to see a shiny Mewtwo. Unintentionally. But Dragon Ball is actually very popular in Florida. Where I lived before. It's very popular in Florida. The problem, the scandal that came out of Dragon Ball, though, was there was way too many, like... way too many cheaters. Way too many cheaters, and judges letting those cheaters get away. Because they're friends. It was, like, very common for, like... full groups of like Dragon Ball teams to have like a judge that would hook them up and they would just cheat the whole event. Yeah, it was awful. Like, you never saw that in Yu-Gi-Oh! People rule shark each other way too much. You can't get away with that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh god, I'm a dumbass. You can't get away with that in Yu-Gi-Oh! People rule shark way too hard. I mean, there's people who cheat in Yu-Gi-Oh! But the thing is, like, I think cheaters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Get caught far more often than they ever been in, like, any other card game. In my opinion. I didn't even know there was a Pokemon Go champion. But... that's strange. That's weird. It's weird. I'm not gonna say too much there. Pokemon is an interesting community. Yeah, you can't do that. That'll get you in a lot of trouble in, like, any major tournament. Hell, I got, so here's something that I don't think y'all know about me. Well, you know I play Tekken, but then I also, like, help host a tournament here out in Japan for my university that actually works with, like, Bandai. And personally, I'm very strict with the rules. Like, if you... I swear, if that caught it, I'd have been kind of pissed. I've been happy, but pissed. We like work with Bandai Namco now, and they help us with a lot of stuff. But now what they're doing this time around, I'm gonna be even more strict about like the property rules. That's weird. We've never executed someone for being too rowdy. We have given warnings. Like, straight up warnings. You cannot treat anything with shit. Like shit. Like, I'm very strict about, like, this is not our property. This is not your property. Treat it kindly. I expect you to respect the area and the property just as if it was your own, except... we've never had to throw anybody out yet. Like I said, everything's been a warning. My concern is a buddy of mine who actually plays here in Japan is going to invite someone who I know can be a problem at times. I'm not going to say their name out of respect, but has historically on stream at major tournaments been a problem. Most of the time we've ever dealt with is a player named Ikari. He's a professional player out here from Korea. And he always just comes up with, like, the weirdest excuses to the reason why he lost. Like, oh, someone bumped the table, and the monitor slightly shifted. Or, like, I was sitting here, and someone walked behind me, and it distracted me. And it's like, bro, that's, like, come on. Like, really? I'm not trying to be a dick here, but for real? Yeah, it's... I'm hoping he's chilled out since then, since now he's actually, like, placing fairly well at tournaments. I'm hoping that gave him... Yeah, I think what happened was, like, someone grabbed the headphones and it slightly adjusted the monitor, and he tried to, like... like, he tried to, like, get on the case of the player for that, just because it shifted the monitor, and I'm like, no? Like, that's not how this works. Minor situations like that aren't even a problem. But he's not the only one who's ever done that. There's been a couple others. He's just the most, like, notable because he's also a signed pro. Versus, like, most other signed pros don't act like this. They're all relatively chill. He was the only one who acted like this. Finally, you trigger recover. You're the only. That was the only reason I didn't attack you yet. Like, at least when I lose, I'll blame the character if I have to be a ridiculous about it. Like, everybody blames the character. Oh, this character's bullshit. I won't say the player. Like, I try to respect the player as much as I can. But the character, it's free. It's open season. I see an Elisa, I see Azucena, I see Asuka. I'm like, nah, man, this character's just busted. You can say that all you want, but the second you're sitting here saying, oh, you are just playing a bullshit character, or you're playing no skill, yada yada yada, like whatever this kind of marginal speech is, it's lazy. Don't say this. Like, seriously, it's a stupid argument to make. I genuinely hate this argument. You can shit on a character all day. It's kind of like, people in the Smash community getting pissy about Steve. It's like, bro, you can get mad about Steve. I don't care. And there goes Zapdos. Like, it's just Steve. Whatever. But if you're gonna be a dick about it, fuck off. Because, like, there was actually, and I'm going to say this fairly lightly because of YouTube's thing. Someone, I heard this, not heard this, I saw the situation unravel on Twitter. You know, the best place for things to unravel. Someone finished themselves in the mannerism of not a good way. And released a bunch of statements on Twitter of why they were doing that. All because, two reasons. One, they were transgender. And two, they played Steve. So, people did not take too kindly to both of these things. And like I said, Steve, like, you want to shit on Steve, be my guest. Shit on the character all day. But you don't attack a person just because of, one, being trans. Like, dude, shut up. Leave him alone. It's a stupid argument. It's such a cheap shot. Like, do better. It's almost like a lazy excuse. I don't know if that's gonna kill. Okay, we're safe. Like I said, I had to say something that would be YouTube approvable. Because you know how YouTube can be with its, like, things. I didn't want to get in trouble with them. Absolutely, it's just a game. And the fact that someone, like I said, ended their season permanently because of that is, like, the worst part of it. But that's also one of those things about the Smash community I genuinely hate. Like, with Tekken, if that kind of discourse was kind of going on and you were competitive players, I'm gonna be honest. Bandai would be putting some bans on some players for like tournament play. Because that kind of like attitude is just unacceptable. Damn it. Fine, it's whatever. It's just trying to get the health and the recoveries in like a good position. It's really hard. That's why I say, you can shit on the character all day. You can go on the internet and go, man, Elise is the most bullshit character ever. Xiao Yu's the most bullshit, yada yada yada. You can do that. I don't fucking care. I even go so far to say that like these kind of characters create bad habits. But I'll never go like, you as a person are trash because you play this character. That's just so lazy. So, like, if you see me playing Tekken on stream and I'm like, this motherfucker, I'm not talking about the player, I'm talking about the character. I want to make that very clear. When I talk about, like, characters, like, when I say stuff like, oh my god, this character, like, this person is so bullshit, I can't stand this, it's like, dude, this requires, like, this character is no skill, like, I'll say stuff like this. But I'm attacking the character, not the player. Because there's an area where, like, you as the player have to know how to do things in order to navigate the character. Well, some characters do make an easier job at that. It doesn't mean that person probably has less skill than another. Just catch him. Fuck. Another heal. If we reset one of these and he comes out shiny, I'm just Master Balling him. I don't even care. I'll dupe another Master Ball. I'm saving it for the dog, but no, seriously, I will just Master Ball it. I'm not playing. Oh my god, fuck you. What was that? What the fuck was that? Just boom. You'd be surprised. There are some people out there. I've already had comments on like couple of my videos where I showcase some of the glitch stuff. And they're like, you're not really playing this game if you're doing this. And it's like, bro, I have no one to play this game with to do the trade for Gengar. This is my only way to get a Gengar. Plus, we're streaming this, and I'm not going to level all the way to level 70 on stream. I don't play this game off stream. There's like two ways to do it. You can either grind off stream, which I don't have the time to do that, or this, and both of them I don't do. Or dupe rare candies. So it's like, I might as well just dupe the rare candies. No, in my opinion, I'm not even using it for, like, competitive purposes. I'm not using it to, like, break the game to get an advantage on other players. I'm doing it as a way to, like, speed up the stream a bit. It's kind of like when I figured out when I used the, backdoor exploit for... What's it called? What was the game? I'm trying to remember the name. It was, Shadowrun. Shadowrun had a developer feature in the very start of the game, and I used it right away just for speeding up the game a little bit. Like, we still played the story to the full. I still played the game to full. Like, I didn't do anything crazy. I mostly just used it so I can get easy access to, like, the money we needed, the weaponry we needed, the stuff we needed to play the game normally. And I didn't even go broken at the start. I just used the basic items. And then I went broken. So it's like, we used, like, basic item for the start of the game. I used basic gun, we played game as much as we normally could, just here's the money that we normally would have to grind for. Here's the levels that I normally would have to grind for. Here, because I don't, we can't spend an hour grinding levels. That's dangerous. This might be okay. This might be pushing it. Really? You survived an earthquake? Okay. I'm not here to say nothing, man. I'm just like, damn, survived earthquake. Okay. It's crazy to me. My rule of thumb has always been, are you fucking kidding me? Another crit hit. Oh my god. I'm gonna make like a short of all the crit hits I have gotten this stream at this point. Don't give me that. I don't care about the XP, man. I want to catch this fucker. I'm gonna switch it to Lapras at this point, because at least if we freeze him, it's easier. I'm marking each one so I can at least clip them together. But I'll have to, like, physically edit this myself. Just fine, I have the time to do it. I have to go back to practicing probably after this. I got, like, one more day of my treatment for my finger, and then after that I gotta go back to practicing. Somehow. I gotta order a new cable, so what I'm probably gonna do is order a temporary controller. That's something a lot more affordable. Because my cable's kind of fucking up. Like, it's disconnecting mid-match, and I'm not having it. It's, like, really bad, because I was trying to I tried to practice for a while back, and it was just, like, disconnect, 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 and I'm like, oh my god. So, I for sure won't do online until I get a new cable, but I also might order, like, a backup controller in case this ever happens again. I used to have kind of something for that, but I sold it a while back. Because I'd use it for, like, okay, here, I need to use this just to have as, like, you know, if something happens to my expensive one. Or, I don't want to carry my expensive one around because it's really, really fucking heavy. Like, god damn it, stop healing! I just got you to a nice, healthy amount of health. Because that controller, the Hitbox Ultra, is not a light controller. And bringing it just to take it to, like, my university where I can use the computers to practice is not optimal. It's, like I said, it's very heavy. I wish it was lighter. So I'm gonna see what, like, cheaper options are out there, just to see if I can pick one up. God damn it! I'm not trying to kill you, dude. Get a better defense stat. So, I'm looking at my options. I'm gonna see if I can find something that has, like, the exact format that I'm currently using, because I need at least one extra button on the bottom. Like, I'm not used to using too much on the left side input. I'm trying to get used to that, because I have an extra button now for, like, left inputs. But I never really truly got used to using that other than neutral. Like, actual game, like, actual Tekken, like, I almost never use that button. It is like, okay, I'm backstepping, and that's it. I'm Korean backdashing, and that is all. I haven't done anything crazy. This might as well be a Mewtwo shiny catch stream at this point, because we have not caught this motherfucker, and he keeps dying. Oh my god. Good. So, I'll see what I can find. I'm looking on Metacuddy right now. God, stink the ball! I'm making this my last try, and then I'm going to bed. This is getting late. I've been trying to catch a Mewtwo for God knows how long. Hori makes a relatively decent, cheap board controller that I probably could use. Or I could just buy one of the OG hitboxes. That'd be kind of funny. The only problem I have is, like, everybody who's selling their OGs are, like, they're extremely damaged and they're almost unusable. Man, this guy had all 3 buttons. That's bull. What is this? Oh, it's a Hoet 42 CAT leverless. I've never seen that in my life. And then this is a Fightbox Pro. I don't buy Fightbox. Fightbox is just a ripoff of Hitbox. At least, like, Hoet is Hoet. Like, they openly acknowledge that. Which one is this? One is with Hori? This is Punk. Oh, Punk Workshop's not a bad one. The problem I have is it's Neemon, and I'm not trying to spend Neemon on something that's just meant to be full-time streaming. So right now I could genuinely never do full-time streaming because I have a job. I have a job that sponsors me to stay in this country. Oh my god, what the fuck? Alright. We got Mewtwo. That's crazy. I think it's, the Prime Minister is making it an absolute nightmare now. It used to be you just, like, live here for 5 years and you, like, pay taxes and shit. And then they're like, yeah, cool, you can be a citizen now. For, like, long-term residency. And now they're making it like, I'd have to learn an N2 in Japanese and stuff like that. And it's kind of becoming egregious at this point. Not saying, I don't want to be a citizen. I would just rather be a long-term resident. You know, get my long-term resident status. Being a citizen here means, like, I can't be a citizen of the U.S. because they don't do dual citizenship. You pick one or the other. You don't get both. So, there's that. So, like, that being said, you know, I could... Where the hell did I go? Oh! We'll try one of these. Since you guys are still asking questions and stuff, it's fine. Well, I want the opportunity to go back to the US if I ever need to. But also, like, I don't really want to be a citizen of Japan more as, like, I just want to be a long-term resident. There's things in the US I still utilize. There's still family over there. There's still, like, a lot of things. It would be a nightmare if I became a citizen of Japan, because that means now I have to go through the nightmare paperwork that is the US's system. Oh, fuck. The fuck? Okay. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, I'm usually good at this up until this point. And we already did top. I'm trying to do it the right way. It's trial and error at this point. What the fuck? I did it right. Fuck. Okay, I'm definitely baffled. You're saying like I know what this is. I literally have never done this before. I'm not really changing anything. I'm doing like the same exact inputs on the same exact points. I'm trying to figure out what the pattern is. That's why I'm trying to keep some level of consistency on my inputs. Like, I've done every direction in this input point. See, look. Okay, that one I'm just slow. I've done top, bottom, like, I'm doing the exact same spaces each time. Boom, boom, boom. We tried left side that time. Start from bottom, go to right, go to bottom, go to left, go to bottom. Let's try right. Bottom, right, up, right, bottom, right. Like, I've done all 4 spots and somehow still have not gotten this correct. The fuck am I missing? Make my footsteps better. What do you mean, make my footsteps better? I don't know what that means. Cut when it goes? What? Cut as in movement. I You have to press A at the right? I thought I did. See, I just pressed it at the right. Hey? I'm bloody baffled. Just tell me what exactly is the pattern sequence here. That's all I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, what is it doing? You say it's so simple, but it's like, it's clearly not, because I have done everything I could to try to, you know... Press A, press left 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down once. Eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. That can't be right. Press A. Press right. One up 5 times. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, now I gotta figure out where to press it this time. If that's not the answer, what? That wasn't it either. You're fine, right? Today off, you get to relax. Uh... Damn it, I messed up. I walked too far. Damn it, I walked too far. We're trying to start this. I can't do leg day right now. He said go to top. Because it's not like a clear... It's level 30? Oh, oh, this is not good. I can't go fucking around with this. 30? We gotta switch to something else. We can't be using Zapdos. It'll die. False Type's such a risk. Okay, we have something. I don't think anything I have has false swipes though. But this Rock Smash is working. Oh, that was a crit hit though. We gotta be careful. Its defense is also going down, so we gotta stop attacking. I wish I had Premier Balls. I'd be just catching these guys on Premier Balls. It'd be awesome. Catch. Hyperboru. Damn it. That's not how it works. I've never heard that ever being a thing in the rates of capture. Yeah, capture rates based on status effect and health, not level differences. And sadly, paralysis is one of the weakest. Probably because we're already using a level 45, and that's pretty high up there above this thing. Since we got a level 30 Deoxys. Not like anything else is swinging. Might as well put something else like out. Let's put this guy out. Stupid spikes. Nope, don't do that. God damn it. Oh my god, you have enough health, my guy. Did you knock off my leftovers, you jackass? So far it's not as bad as Mewtwo would be killing it every 5 seconds, but then again, this thing doesn't have recover, so I don't have to sit there and keep hitting it. Yeah, that wasn't actually that hard. Mewtwo is easier. I better get my leftovers back, asshole. Wait, why are you defense mode? Okay, still has it. Alright, now we're done. So, we'll do Ho-Oh and Lugia in the next stream. I'm done for now, because I gotta get up in the morning. But I do hope you all enjoyed the stream tonight. I think you can change it at the museum or something. I think maybe with an asteroid. I know for Diamond and Pearl, there's asteroids in like the casino town. You can change it there, but that's about it that I could say. Next stream will be more Pokemon White. That'll be our Let's Play for the time being. And then I gotta figure out what I want to play after that because I don't want to keep going Pokemon, 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 Pokemon. I can't. All right. I will see you all later. Thank you for joining in. Bye bye.